Hello, my name's Jana, and today we're going to conduct an experiment. Welcome to part 2 of 3 of the Can I Be Brave experiment. Part 1 went really well. There was hammers, there was horses, etc. There was things that freaked me out in my closet mainly. And this time, we're going to be going to a haunted Hollywood hotel. The special circumstance for this one I'm very excited about. We leave tomorrow, but I'm starting it today so that one, we don't miss out on some cat content because we need it. And also I want to start the next book already. So the first book for this video of the 3 books I'm going to read is going to be The Girl in Red by Christina Henry. From what I can tell, this is like a post-apocalyptic horror, which I haven't read any of those since COVID. So, what a joy, what a treat. People trying to survive a plague when we know that people just don't want to try that hard to do that. As I said in part 1, this one is a little step up. These books should be a little scarier for me and hopefully challenge me in a new way so we can discover what I like, what I don't like, and potentially what I'm afraid of. So without further ado, let's just get going. So I'm about 2 hours into this now, and it's definitely exactly what we thought it was, the horror post-apocalyptic. And she's like trying to get to her grandmother's house because her grandmother lives deep in the woods, so she thinks like the virus can't get to her up there. So it's very interesting. I'm liking it a lot. I don't know if it's the best idea to get on a plane after reading this. I feel like reminiscent of a lot of COVID anxieties I had are a lot of the thoughts that this girl's having. Yikes. This is getting my health anxiety maybe a little too high. Good morning. So I did listen to about 30% of that book last night. I do think we finally found like things that make me like uncomfortable. Like I don't know if I'm like scared, but it definitely had my anxiety going, because since this is very heavily about like a disease that's airborne, and this was published in 2019, by the way. I had to check because I was like, did they do this on purpose? Because it's been a little stressful. I do only have like an hour left. Like I do like the story, but it just it was a lot of anxiety. It put me in like a bit of a funk for a while last night. So I'm glad I'm almost done, and then I'll have that finished. And then I'll start something new when we get to my secondary location. I'm thinking of starting We Sold Our Souls, I think, but I'm hoping that one has a little bit more levity to it. I do think that in terms of spooky, scary, maybe Grady Hendrix would have been in the first tier. That's, I'm guessing, based off his covers. I have nothing else to go on. So if those of you at home who are screaming and saying, no, Jana, it's not going to go well for you, you're right. Because I thought this book was actually going to be like pretty fine and not spooky, but I'm definitely spooked in a way. The third book I have, I think, is a little more fun, and it's going to be spooky, but in like a different way, not in a soon you will die of a deadly disease that is conquering the planet way. No, thank you. I can't see myself putting myself through another book about this, at least for a very long time. I think maybe I need another like decade situation. Okay, so I've been a little on edge. I'm still almost done with listening to it. I was getting really nervous that I had to ask someone to give me spoilers because she runs into some children and I needed to know what happens to them. Usually I get really annoyed with like children and stories. These ones are all right, but I am like afraid for them. But so far, I realized last time I talked, and this is my cat. I realized that I didn't say how I was feeling about it. Like I genuinely do like the story and it's interesting. It's just like, it's definitely putting some pressure on some of my own health anxieties. So this is definitely something that I would say like scares me for the sake of this video. But I would say I'm probably going to end up giving this 4 stars. Like it's a very solid read. It's not too long. I don't feel like it's overwritten in any way. I think it's definitely worth checking out. Oh my God. Hello. So we've made it. Welcome to the Haunted Hollywood Hotel. We're here and we're ready to read scary things. I'm being a little quiet because you can hear like almost everything. So the person next door thinks I'm weird, but that's fine. I came to Hollywood to go to some concerts. So I went to one last night and now I'm here just hanging out, and I don't have any plans tonight besides reading. So we're going to read We Sold Our Souls. I've never read a Grady Hendrix before, so I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't really heard too much about this one. A few people I know have read it and liked it, and that's basically what I'm going into it with. From what I can tell, it's about like a person or band and music that potentially a deal with the devil. Also, we need to talk about the weird, like how this room is haunted by like weird sex stuff. Like you can't tell me that Darth Vader masks over the light aren't part of some like weird thing. Wait, I have more evidence for what's going on. They literally have a screenplay of Quentin Tarantino, the book guy. So this place is haunted by sex stuff. So sorry if you were looking for haunted by ghost stuff. It's just sex stuff. What a breath of fresh air after being so freaked out by the last one. Because this one, I definitely feel like is like a step down from where the last one was in terms of spooky, scary stuff. It seems like it was this band that broke up, but one guy like broke off to be and do his own thing and got really famous. And so the other two are kind of like going crazy and are poor. But then weird stuff starts happening to them and they're like, something crazy's going on. So it's definitely more like mystery. I would almost call it like a paranoia thriller. Is that a thing? Is that a genre? But other than that, I'm enjoying it. It's a good ride. I'm almost comforted by it. I'm like, it's nice not to be terrified. That isn't the point of these. This is not the point of these videos. For me to have a good time. Well, it is, but you know what I mean. This isn't even the first time I've done it, but I guess this book is horror. And I thought it was a thriller. I know, crimes. Someone take me out back, shoot me. Because I'm alone in a hotel. The amount of scared I can get alone in a hotel is really high. This book only has like 90 minutes left for me to listen. I am playing my Switch, and we'll see if I get through it or if I get too sleepy, or if maybe I get the urge to actually get all of my makeup off my face. So far, I'm not like scared. I'm just like a little like on edge because I'm like, what could happen? But part of me feels like maybe it's gonna be one of those thrillers that's not thrillers. I keep calling it a thriller. It's a horror that is more just like in theory scary. I don't know what I mean by that. I think I'm just hoping that I don't freak out. I would like to remain calm, actually. I look a little disheveled right now because I spend the day at Universal, so I'm just like tired, and you know when your skin like feels hot, like I don't know, I'm not sunburned, I'm just warm, I don't know. Anyway, I'm like 40 minutes from finishing We Sold Our Souls. I'm enjoying it. I'm not like in love with it. It's not like scaring me, but I'm interested. The only thing is this hotel has a bar on the roof, so there's like noises that I hear and I'm like, I feel like a little like mole person because I, one, refuse to go outside and socialize, and two, I'm just like, so I keep like looking at the door. I've had to take off my headphones twice because I feel like it's one of those situations where when someone else opens a door in the hallway, you're like, is that my door opening? Just normal stuff. Next, I'm gonna start episode 13. It's by some guy named Craig. I don't remember his last name. I'll put it here. This is probably the book for this video that I'm the most excited about because it's mixed media, which we know I love. I think it's like kind of like a ghost hunting situation, maybe. I don't know. I don't actually know what any of these books are about. I Google them like when I'm halfway through because I don't want to go in with like any biases towards anything or like preconceived whatever about like how scary they're gonna be or whatever, because that's just more fun for me and it keeps me interested if I don't like read the synopsis before I start it. I'll start tonight, but I'm probably not gonna finish tonight. I'll probably finish it tomorrow night. Episode 13, potential 5-star. I just finished We Sold Our Souls. It was good. It was fun. I had a good time. I'm not like writing to my mom about it or anything, but I think I'd read him again. Maybe not the creepy puppet one, because I heard the puppets are not the way you want to go. I'm gonna start episode 13. I did just download it so that I can start it, and I just saw that it's like a full cast, so I am very pumped. I want to love this. Hope and pray with me that I love this and that I can sleep with this this creepy mask and nothing bad happens ever. Thank you. I'm getting very sleepy. Like I don't even want to sit up to do an update. It's really good though. It has like, not only is it full cast, there's also like sound effects, and it's just really cool. So if you're looking for an audiobook to listen to, I'd recommend it. I'm already having a good time. I'm not that far in yet. It is about ghost hunting, so me and Darth Vader, we'll let you know if we see anything tonight. So the bed in this hotel has like a decent size like gap of like space underneath it. Terrifying. So we have 50 minutes left in episode 13. So we're almost at the end. This one does get a little spoopy. I'm not like terrified. I'm just a little like on the edge of my seat, I guess. I don't know if it makes sense to say that it sounds like found footage because I don't know if found footage is just obviously footage is a visual thing, so I don't know if you understand what I mean by that, but it sounds like found footage. So it's been a lot of fun. I definitely think if you want like an entertaining, very fast audiobook with a full cast, this is the way to go. We're definitely getting a little spooky scary. It is Friday the 13th, so it's an excellent time to be listening to ghost haunting thing. So a little extra fright for my night. I have yet to move something heavy in front of the door. Do I wish I had my hammer? I always want to have my hammer. To wrap up this video, I'm going to give episode 13 4 stars. In terms of the spooky, scary, I think obviously Girl in Red, she's on top. She done spooked me. And then I think it would be episode 13 and then We Sold Our Souls, because that one, it was just like a fun time. I didn't really find it spooky in any way, really. Like the only things that spooked me were my own hotel room. So, as we should have expected. I feel like what we learned from this video was more just that I think I could be braver in my choices of picking up more thrillers and horror, and realizing I'm not just terrified of everything and not picking them up because I'm like, oh, that's just gonna be too much for me. Because obviously we've really only had like the one outlier so far. I do think part 3 is gonna test me for sure, but I think I'll be able to better assess based on all of the reading that I'm doing for these videos, knowing what's gonna be for me and what isn't. Maybe like the best thing we learned from part 2 is that I shouldn't read pandemic stuff to someone with health anxiety. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you will join me for part 3, where we get the deep end of spooky.